Week 12, 3 months of tennis, end of chapter 1. This is the first proper milestone in my late starter tennis journey. I started at 45, just smidged into 46 years old now. Picked up a racket for the first time properly. 12 weeks later, I'm still here, still showing up, still figuring it out. This is the weekly review for week 12, but it's really a review of the whole chapter. Where I started, what I worked on, what I've actually improved, what's still rough, and what the next chapter looks like. If you're a late starter at anything, I think you'll recognise some of this. The first 12 weeks have been about one thing, building a big three. Forehand crosscourt, two-handed backhand crosscourt, serve. That's it. No fancy drills, no complicated patterns, basic beginner drills, mostly static or with a limited amount of movement, hitting forehand after forehand and backhand after backhand, building the foundation, then at the end of every session, some serving to round it off. If I tried to learn everything at once, I'd be terrible at everything. Picking 3 shots and grinding them, that's the play. So what's improved? Here's what 12 weeks of grinding the big three has actually done. All my shots are more consistent now, the aiming is better, I can put a ball roughly where I want it, more often than not. The depth is better, fewer short balls that get attacked. The shape of the shots is starting to look like tennis instead of swinging a frying pan. Forehand and backhand are both improving at a similar rate, which I didn't expect. The backhand felt impossible in week 1. It feels like a stroke now. That's a big shift. The serve is the one that's improving the slowest, and honestly, I'm not that worried about it. The serve is the most complex shot in the game. It's the one that takes the longest. I will get there. So how am I learning? I'm not getting a coach. That's a deliberate choice. The ball machine is my coach. It's my AI coach. Basically, it feeds me the balls, but the rest is on me. What's good, what's bad, how to turn bad into good. I've been watching a lot of YouTube to fill in gaps. Different coaches, different styles, different breakdown. Different coaches, different styles, different breakdowns. Absorbing information and trying to take it into the court. The trap with this approach is copying too much. You watch 10 different forehands and try to build a Frankenstein swing out of them. The thing I've learned is that you have to keep your own style. Take ideas in, filter them, use what works for you, leave what doesn't. The ball machine doesn't tell you when you've nailed it or when you're cheating. You have to be honest with yourself. That's harder than it sounds, but it's one of the most useful skills the last 12 weeks have built. So what's next? Chapter 1 done, the big three are functional, the foundation is there. Chapter 2 looks different. The next 12 weeks I'll be staying with the big three, of course. They're not finished, they're miles from finished, but the focus is shifting. I'm in the doubles box league and the singles box league now. That means I'm playing semi-competitive tennis matches. Real points on the line. I think this is going to develop my game faster than any beginner social ever could. Socials are great for confidence, but socials don't make you think about tactics. They don't make you read what your opponent's doing. They don't put pressure on the third shot when the score is tight. Match play does. So that's the next 12 weeks. Chapter 2 is also when the body starts to matter. I'm 46 now. You don't just need to train tennis. You need to stay in one piece. More mobility, more recovery, more off-court work. Tennis might in fact be the easiest part. Staying on the court long enough to keep playing it. That's probably the harder part. If you're somewhere in your own first 12 weeks of something, tennis, gym, anything, keep showing up. That's the only thing that matters at this stage. 12 weeks of consistency beats 2 weeks of perfection. Follow along if you want to see week 13 and chapter 2. Thanks for sticking around.